Okay, um, I'm just out walking on this little stone beach. There we go. I don't know how this camera works yet. I'm working on it. So I made that YouTube video. I was being overwhelmed by questions. That was my first Facebook page. Another plane's coming, and everyone was just, why, where? So I made the YouTube video, and after I watched it again, it's not very explanatory. It just says, hey, I don't know if you can pick him up or not, but he's awfully loud. It just says, hey, I want to sail for 30 years. Well, the truth is, if I only get 30 years out of this, I'm going to be pretty upset. That's not going to cut it. Not by a long shot. I'm going to have to eat right, eat healthier, stay in shape, do a lot of diving, and try and push this well beyond 30, hopefully 40. I don't know if I can go 45. We'll figure it out. Who knows? But it's not going to be just sailing. I'm still going to do what it is that I do. Give an example. For those of you that don't know, I just came back, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago from the Continental Divide and the Trans-America Trail on dual sport motorcycle. So I packed up an off-road motorcycle, and with camping gear and a hammock and water filters and oatmeal. I did laundry in puddles. I dug holes in the ground and filtered the water and drank it. Made coffee in the morning out of mud puddles. I did that for 4 months, 12,500 miles. I toured the entire, I went east to west, and then the north to south. And the company that sells those maps, they make those maps for every continent. So they have a very popular one in Australia, a very popular one coast to coast in Africa, and they have a very popular one in Alaska. So when I get to those places, I'm going to rent a dual sport motorcycle. I have my camping gear, my water filters, my hammocks, I have all that stuff with me, and I'm going to take off for months. I put the boat up somewhere, and I'm just going to cruise coast to coast on those continents, just like I did the United States. Didn't film it. No one knew about it. No Facebook, no TikTok, nothing. I just did it. Well, I'll bring you along this time. I'll do it again. And like I said, those are the popular ones I want to hit: Alaska, Australia, and Africa. Another thing I've had up my sleeve for probably 5 years now. My favorite cigar is the label of that cigar is illegal to import in the United States any longer. So I contacted the ATF several years ago. I got tobacco tax prices, importation prices, shipping prices, the whole 9 yards. If I were to fill up shipping containers full of cigars and bring them in the U.S., what it's going to cost me. And then I got a hold of the manufacturer in a small shed way up in the mountains in Honduras. And I'm going. I've been geeking about it for about 5 years now, maybe a little longer. I'm going to go to Honduras, and I'm going to rent a donkey or a mule or whatever they use for transportation, and I'm going to trek myself way up in the mountains, and I'm going to try and commission these guys to manufacture my own white label cigars and start importing them in the U.S. again. So I've been really excited about that, and it's very doable. So stay tuned for that. But I'm still going to get why. So I'm not going to start preaching here. It's not going to turn into me preaching. But I get these people I get these little comments, little text messages. Hey, you only live once. No, that's not. It's not a very polite thing to say to somebody. You need to live every day. You only die once. So, I don't like to hear that. You only live once. No, you live every day. And I read somewhere years ago, again, I'm not going to start preaching here, but there was a 1 in 400 trillion chance that you're born in the first place to begin with. But there's a 100% chance you're going to die. And we're only here for an extremely short period of time. and then one day you close your eyes and they're closed forever. So do not squeeze everything out of life, every last drop. To me, that's just insane. It's ludicrous. It's silly. So tomorrow I'm out of here. I'm gonna head south. The wind finally broke. Unfortunately, it's gonna do one of those little twirly things where it goes, it's like 4 knots, 6 knots tops, which won't hold my sails up at all. My next anchorage is blown. The wind did shift, so I have to skip that anchorage. I'm probably gonna make it a 2-day sail to a small little rinky-dink island south of me, about 70 miles, maybe 75, and has a little cove cut just like this. I'm gonna head that way. The wind's gonna clock north, south, east, west all night long, all night. So I'm not gonna get any sleep. I'm up to either I'm up the motor or tend to the sails all night. And so I'll probably do a 2-day sail overnight, leave tomorrow morning, and sail through the day, the night, and get there the next day. It's gonna be a pretty slow sail, but nice. Be a nice sail, relaxing. Like I said, it's been pretty hectic here. I had 2 anchor alarms going all morning here because it was blowing pretty good and raining. Started raining yesterday, but it broke now. It looks good out there now. I don't know if you can see it or not. I got a little tiny screen there I'm looking in, so I can't tell. I don't know where I'm at on the screen. There I am. Okay, guys, stay tuned. I'm going to get back to the boat and post that. I took a lighthouse video. I'll post that here in a second.